the Kid, and you are now saved by Bigg the Kid. I'm in this bitch today with my guy Loudmoufa Gotti Gang.
Nah, we do. Nah, we
You
rocking
dig?
what it do.
Corpus Christi hard hitter. Y'all know how we gets down. Shit, we had some technical difficulties in our first interview, so we decided to, give it back, give it another shot. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Thank you for stopping. Thank you for stopping by. I know
Always
you're a busy man.
Time, my guy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do, CC? You know how it go down. It's your boy Loud out that fofo. We're just gonna keep it chill. You know how we do it.
Yeah. All right. For those who've been under a rock and probably in a coma for the last 30-something years, give them a little background information on who you are, man.
Man, I wouldn't say all that, but if you keep your ear to the underground music scene or just the music scene in South Texas in general, you may have heard of me, you may not, but it's your boy Loudmoufa. Google me. I'm a certified blue check artist. So go ahead, Google me, Loudmoufa. And I got all the music and all the criteria to back it up. But 1/4 of the Gotti Gang, well, now more of us now, but you know what I mean? One of the original members of the Gotti Gang, put out a lot of good street music in the 2010, 2010s era, you know
Facts.
what I mean? And here we are today, fast forward. Currently right now, I'm still representing the Gotti Gang, more so as a solo artist. We're chiseling away at one current Gotti Gang project we're working on. It's called TDC, the drug code, and we're slowly chiseling away at that one. But for the most part, running Group 44 Publishing, putting out these singles and these records, and just hitting them also right now as a solo artist. But it's still GG all day. You know how we rocking Big Fofo.
Shit, yeah, one of the motherfucking staples in this game for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all was around when I was doing my thing rapping. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to still see you doing your thing at a high fucking level is pretty damn dope to me. So salute to you, you know what I'm saying, on your longevity, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? So nothing but love on this end, man. Nothing but love on this end. So where did you get your start? Like, what made you fall in love with actual writing and recording and, getting in that lab and killing shit?
Yeah, long story short, I just was influenced by hearing music, period, like instantly. Like, something about hearing Pac and something about hearing Ice Cube, and then at the same time I had homies down the street that were putting me on Metallica and putting me on Nirvana and all this crazy other shit. So I had all these influences of music and lyrics. But once I heard 3-6 Mafia's beats though, I ain't gonna lie, that changed my way of like approaching rap. That's when I started freestyling in my head on my own.
Yeah.
I would hear these 3-6 Mafia beats, then it started in my room. Then when we got into high school, I met a few homies known as Young Trills, and they introduced me first to a karaoke style setup that they had in a room, with some speakers and whatnot. So at that particular time, they had some, everybody had a little setup to where they were able to play instrumentals and we was rapping on a microphone.
Facts.
So the first time I actually grabbed my dick and was able to spit in a room full of homies in that room, I popped my cherry, and after that it was over because I started getting like certain responses from people at school that was like, oh, okay, well, because we did put that shit on a tape, you know what I'm saying, and then we made like 2 or 3 copies, and we just kind of passed them around to each other, and people were jamming them. One person would fuck up and lose 1 copy, whatever. I think there only ended up being like 1 copy left, but like people would be like, well, who's this? You know what I mean? Who's that one rapper? And like, dude, that's fucking this fool. At that time, that's Johnny D rapping right there. Everybody called me Johnny D back then. My closest homies still do, but like they would be like, yeah, that's Johnny D rapping. They'd be like, what the fuck? For real? Oh shit, that's crazy. So then from there, it was like freestyling at parties and battling other rappers like Outspoken and different street rappers, just trying to get out there. I remember my guys were trying to push me to run up on Willie Nichols one time before I even knew him at a party that they had got the rundown that he was at. And these fools trying to gas me up to go run up on Willie Nichols so we could go, you know what I mean, prove our dominance in the little rap. Man, this is before internet, MySpace, all of that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I did it because I think he would have ate me with some 16s he had written. I was trying to go straight freestyle and he would have just. So, but yeah, that was before. That was back in the day. But you know, fast forward, I end up trying, you know, some things with a group called Together Everyone After Money in the 2000s. That we basically that was with Gentleman G and my boy Cody Curse. They were the producers.
That's what's up. Shout out Gentleman G.
And we worked with them for a while, and then we branched, you know, into other things. I branched off as a solo artist, and I met Willie Nichols and Gotti Green like around 2008, 2009. They had just formed Gotti Gang and started the Gotti Gang project, and I jumped on board around that era. I really don't know. And then after that, we started recording it, and then Gotti Gang took off after that in the South Texas area. But fast forward to today, here I am. You know what I mean? Still chiseling away, still putting out high quality music.
Facts, big ass facts.
Videos for y'all, and I'm just appreciative, y'all. You know what I mean? Stay locked in and check your boy out. You know what I mean?
Shit, we always tapped in, man. You gotta stay tapped into the streets. Now, how was that like going from your homeboys gassing you up, trying to go run up on Willie Nichols to go beat him? You know what I'm saying? How was that to later, you know what I'm saying, being one of the top groups with that nigga in the same group that you was supposed to go run up on him?
I'll tell you to this day, like I'm still a fan of Willie. I'm still a fan of like his lyrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That shit was crazy in the beginning because I was like, damn, I never once thought that. Cause like I heard Willie on the radio, I would go to shows,
right,
and Willie would be opening them, and I'd be rocking to this fool, you know what I mean? Like damn. Then I would have my own little shows that I would attend because back then I was fucking around with Rock Bottom G's.
Yeah.
So I was like one of the little dudes running around with Rock Bottom G's, and I would see Willie, you know what I mean? And he would be like, yeah, I would go over there and rock to his set, you know what I mean? To hear him rock out and do his thing. I was like, this fool's cold.
Yeah.
And then he was doing his shit. Then he started rapping with Fugitive Radio, and I was just, since I was fucking with, you know, Rock Bottom and all that, I was just a couple of, you know, degrees of separation away from him, but I still hadn't really met him yet. But lyrically, I was still like, man, this was on another level.
Right.
So when he actually, we actually met through Gotti Green, who was my homie. You know, I met him running around trapping and shit. He's always been a real live one since the beginning. I met Willie, and then we was just cool. Like personally, we was just cool. And then I think the first record we did, I remember finishing my verse first, and he was like, "God damn, you already done?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Fuck!" Like, and then every record we did after that, I was finished first. And he was always like, "Man, are you like in competition with us or something?" Like, what's going on? I said, "Bro, I just write fast." So from then on, that's how he was introduced to the fact that I write fast. Like, I write fast, bro, super fast, and I always write fast. Like I've always written fast. So every time we've ever done a Gotti Gang song, Willie's the last one to finish. I'm always the first one to finish. That's the way it stayed. But that's my dog. Real talk. He's working real hard right now. Man, I can't remember the newest. Die Glocka. That's the new project he's putting out. I don't know. He comes up with these crazy
ass names for his projects.
Bro, but this new project is called Die Glocka, and there's always a meaning behind it. It's some crazy meaning. This one has to do with like some crazy German. I don't know. Die Glocka, new project from Willie Nichols coming out, and we putting that bitch out on the Blue 44 and Gotti Gang. So that's what it is. You know?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, I mean, of course, with the rapping, when you get to a certain level, making money type of shit, you getting paid for doing shows, doing videos, doing interviews, whatever. If you a real, true, genuine artist, if you actually been putting in that work, you get paid for that shit. Now, it's what you do with your money that helps you fucking either sink or float. You know what I'm saying? So, Is there any like advice you would give to like the younger cast that's coming up on how to properly like invest their bread so that way when the shit stop coming around, they won't just be flat busted?
Well, first and foremost, you gotta wanna invest. Like you gotta wanna play the long game. Okay, that's what it's called. It's called play the long game. So you gotta wanna play the long ball. If your head ain't in it for the right reasons, then you ain't really ever gonna be able to do nothing with your bread. But if you are the type of person that's like, look, I know this gig that I got ain't gonna last forever. I know this amount of money that I'm making ain't gonna last forever. I need to do something about that to make it last forever.
Right.
So if that's the case, then you have to put together some type of plan. Always, there's got to be a plan. I don't give a fuck what it is. It's got to be some type of plan. And the first thing within that plan is, okay, I gotta find something that I like doing, or I'm interested in, or I have easy access to. And what I mean like easy access is, you know, a lot of people that can give you information on that subject, and or you have access to the manufacturing of that product, and or you are directly bringing somebody in who is a professional in that area and is going to game you up and kind of school you along as it goes. So if you pick one of these, and let's just say it's t-shirt making, that's always a good one.
Right.
Got a lot of homeboys that get screen printed. So you got to understand that, okay, when you're making certain amounts of money and you got something you're good at, you got to learn everything that's going to take to involve that particular business. So don't just be, let's say for instance, don't just be someone, a rapper or a dope boy or whatever it is, and let's just say you make $20,000 a month. Don't just be the guy that's like, I make $20,000 this month, and then you make $20,000 next month, and then you're like, yeah, one day I'm gonna open this t-shirt shop, and the next month comes, and you're like, yo, but when I open this t-shirt shop though, this is how we're gonna do it. And the third month comes, and you're like, man, look, bro, like, just chill. When we open the t-shirt, and you never actually do it, you gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it. It all starts with right now,
right today,
and the easiest, simplest way to do that is to take your check or whatever stream of income you have and save 25-30% of it. Everything else you live on, but you save money and then you put that to a goal, and then you have to figure out everything that it takes to open that t-shirt shop. And
right.
That's what you do. I need the printer, I need this, down to the cord, down to the damn water bill. Put all that together. Put your list together of how much it's all gonna, and shoot for that goal. Okay, this is how much the rent's gonna be. It's gonna be 1.5. They're gonna want the deposit. They want that first month rent, and then this, that, the other. They're gonna want this type of insurance, and put all that together, and then you start saving money to achieve that goal. Once you have the money, then you achieve that goal. That's check one on the short-term goals.
Right.
You're never gonna achieve long-term goals without achieving short-term goals. And I think that's a lot of people's problem coming up, is that they want the easiest, the fastest, the quickest, the right now. They don't want to. Nobody wants to put in work, which is a completely stupid way to think, especially if you're gonna be a rapper, because the way you're gonna make your money is off shows, bro. You're gonna have to do work.
Facts.
Off features, you're gonna have to put in work. So if you're lazy and you ain't ready to get that money, you ain't ready for the money. Because it's gonna take, I tell you what, it's gonna take two things, and one of them is discipline.
Like a motherfucker.
And the other one is work ethic. You gotta be willing to work.
Facts. You gotta be willing to get your ass up.
The problem with the younger ones these days is they don't want to work. They just want to
instant gratification.
Want what they see on Instagram instantaneous.
Yeah.
Yo, I want that Lambo because I just want to be in the Lambo. Just give me the Lambo. And that's where these bitches have a better chance at, ladies, or these bitches have a better chance of being like, look, I'll give you this ass and this titties, you give me a Lambo. The guys over here like, well, fuck. Shit, all right, well, let me, you know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta kind of like figure out what it is you want to do, but you're always gonna have to have a goal and get there. And I think that a lot of these younger cats, they kind of just they get used to the fast money. It's kind of like someone who like works in the oil field or works in like, you know, shit like that. You go to the oil field, you rack up all this bread, and then all of a sudden something happens, and it's like, okay, well, you're not working for 5 months. Like, damn, I'm not working for 5 months. I'm used to making X, Y, Z amount of dollars every month.
Right.
I didn't save that bread for 5 months, and then, you know what I mean. So they get used to the stream coming in, and they're spending it like it's never gonna stop. But
right.
That shit stops. There's always rainy days, my G.
Facts.
Always. Rainy days.
Always.
You treat this whole like a Seattle. You know what I mean? Them rainy days come. Them lawyers are gonna need to get paid. Them child support needs to get paid. Everything. You know, insurance is gonna pop up.
Facts.
You know what I mean? All shit pops up all the time. So
yes, it does.
You gotta prepare for the rainy days, and you gotta do that through saving your bread. You know, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. All that. Oh, you can't take it with you when you die. Yeah, but I could save a little bit right now so that I can look out for my kids, and I'm planning to live another 15 years. You know
so they can make sure that they're not broke, trying to make sure I'm straight in the afterlife.
Life insurance policies are cheap. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say. Look into that. You don't gotta be out here with the barbecue place. If you just looked into it a little bit and said, damn, look how cheap this life insurance policy is.
Right.
Save the little money for a necessity like that. That way, if something happens to you, your people are good.
Facts.
Facts. That's just me, though. That's
now,
me.
You are definitely one of the few artists that definitely juggle time to like put together quality music, put together these videos, do shows, do interviews, and you still have time to like be a father. You still have time to run a business with your lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still out doing things with your lady. How do you find time to balance all of that shit in 24 fucking hours?
I don't sleep. I got a big, comfortable ass bed, and I barely sleep in it. Yeah, dog. I mean, I get up every day at 5:30 in the morning. I don't gotta go to work, but I gotta do some work.
Facts.
So I'm up 5:30 in the morning. What time do you get up? You know what I'm saying? I bet you if you talk to every entrepreneur, crazy, you know, CEO, ask them what time they get up. I bet you they're up 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. My old man, who was always a blue collar electrician his whole entire life. He started a business. I helped him start a business in 2006, and we're in 2020, and he's worth over $1 million now.
Damn.
So in 14 years, he was able to
achieve that.
Start from the bottom with a $20,000 loan. So I watched a minority basically come up from the bottom and showed me how to do it, basically. And I swear to God, that man never slept, bro. My old man was up at 4:30 in the morning. He still gets up at that time. Now it's a little bit later and shit, because he had got kidney cancer, and he only has one kidney right now, so it's like he needs a lot of sleep now. But he's still up at 6. You know what I mean? He's still, I want to say 5, and he's there by 6. But like, this fool never slept. But he always showed me like grind. Like, even though he was a worker back in the day when I was young, motherfucker was at work every day. You know what I mean? Every fucking day. I don't ever remember my old man missing any fucking work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Growing up, sweaty as fuck every day, come home. So that like what put grind in my head. Like, you gotta be a grinder. Got to, bro. Got to. That just instantly stuck in my head. And then as I got older and started, you know what I mean, was able to start being a grown man, getting on my own grind and having to work these little jobs as I was younger, and I realized, well, I knew this isn't forever, so I got to put in the work right now. So, man, I would work a lot, you know what I mean? And right now, it's just really, I just don't sleep, man. I try to find period most of the time in the morning. I take care of my business stuff, and then in the afternoon, I'm with my kids. You know what I mean? I got to rock with my kids. I got 2 little ones under 5.
That's what's up.
I got an 11-year-old, and then
that's what's up.
I have 3 step kids, so at any given time, I'm rocking with 6 kids.
Right.
Big body daddy, you know what I'm talking about?
We
Big
definitely
body pulling up
for
to
sure.
Big body daddy B's. And
That's
shit,
what's
you know what
up.
I mean? But,
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Other than
That shit.
if I could give anybody advice, if you want to be successful, wake up early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit, you got to get it, man. There's 24 hours in a day, and you better not waste them. You know what I'm saying? You better get up and get it. Now, let's talk about your fucking Route 44 group.
Right.
And during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? During the pandemic, you know, everybody was stuck their ass inside, barely shit to do. So you and your group and a couple other guys, Clinton Peabody, Freak, of course, came up with the Corpus Christi version of Versus called Clash by the Bay.
Yo, shout out Clash by the Bay squad.
Yeah, so give us a little insight to, you know, what brought that to life, and you know what's in store for it upcoming.
Okay. Well, in all actuality, me and Freak were always shooting the shit about different creative things that because me and Freak have been around about the same amount of time in the scene, and we've seen it go through its cycle. So we're always trying to come up with new, different ways to kind of like keep it alive and whatnot. So, anyways, long story short, we're talking, and we started just, you know, kind of shooting the shit about like, you know, green screen type events, and you know, maybe putting on a live show with a green screen, and then all of a sudden we came up with this idea, I believe, and then we got Lil King involved because he basically had the whole setup ready to go, and Kobe's always involved, and I think it was I can't remember who it was. Yeah, chime in real quick because I'm running.
Alright, so Kobe was already doing like a versus kind of thing, but on a Zoom thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. I made a comment about doing that locally. Kobe took it to Facebook, and then from Facebook, everybody jumped in.
Oh, okay.
We had a meeting at Boston's house, so we sat down and really should have recorded that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how it came together.
Okay, I remember how they did that versus.
We were already like working on something. Everybody was doing something separately.
That's right.
Okay.
I was trying to do the podcast, the Trill Talk. We were trying to form Trill Talk as a podcast to see how we were gonna, intertwine that. So that's how that started. But anything for the city, man, I'm gonna try to stand behind it.
Facts.
My guys are good guys, and they know what I'm about. You know, I'm all about that projection forward, bro. That positive movement.
Yes. Yes.
We done did the negative. So if y'all want to get busy, we can go around the corner and get busy real quick. We're gonna come back to the positive shit.
Facts.
That's how it goes. And
Big facts.
We need to put the hand of God on you. We're gonna put the hand of God on you, blah blah blah. This is what we're doing, bro, and we're trying to get everybody in the city to just run with it, and let's all move together as a unit, because we all got talent.
All of us.
The showcase, the show naked ass on these boys. You know what I mean?
All right. Speaking of fucking talent, like man, I didn't want to go there, but fuck it. Since we here.
Let's go.
Speaking of the talent, there was a certain fucking list that came out, and you know, every time one of these motherfucking lists come out, the city always
Infamous.
goes fucking crazy. But this list is a little bit different, and I'm gonna say that because they have it tournament style. You know what I'm saying? And you actually gave your feedback on a live earlier this month about the list and everybody who's been putting in work. Shout out to everybody who's made the list. Shout out to everybody who didn't make the list. Shout out to everybody who's fucking putting in work. But right now we talking about this motherfucking list, okay? So don't get in your little panties. I don't want no inboxes, none of that shit. We just talking about the list that we see right now. Okay, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this tournament style?
Okay, so real quick, shout out to if you don't know what list Bell's referring to, is shout out to Real Tune TV and 3600 Quentin TV. Now what they did was they wanted to put a spotlight on the city, so they generated a top 15 who to look for.
Who to look
Yeah,
for?
it was
Who to look for?
Top 15 to look out for in CC, right? As far as artists are concerned, rap artists, and there was 15 people mentioned. Okay, so everybody on that list, it wasn't in a necessary order. It was just 15 people to look out for.
Right.
So everybody
Right.
who was on that list started like, well, why did I come in at number this? Why did I come in at number that? Why was it so-and-so on here? Why was it so-and-so on it? Well, I did an album in 2009. Why ain't I on there? Type shit. You know what I mean? So, like, everybody goes crazy.
For real.
Everybody wants to be announced, recognized, and I understand it, man. But at the end of the day, this is the story. Quentin from 3600 Quentin TV is trying to build a platform for his media channel on Instagram.
Okay.
He linked up with Real Tune TV, who is doing something similar to this in other cities.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically, without trying to steal the idea, said, yo, bro, let's link up, and can we do one of these for Corpus? So they were like, yeah, cool. So now he took the list and turned it into a bracket style tournament with showcases between two artists, and voting can occur, and then you could chime in and be like, okay, I'll vote for this artist. And then at the end of the bracket style tournament, there's gonna be two artists, and they're gonna do a final showcase, and we're gonna showcase it on Clash by the Bay. Exclusively. We're going to stream it live.
You heard it here first on Saved by Big Bell, the kid.
And so you'll be able to chime in, much like Versus, view the live streaming event, comment and vote in on who you want to win, and then that's the way the 3600 Quentin and Real Tune TV CC Street Rapper
bracket
will be
determined.
Yeah, determined. So that's how we're gonna rock with it. But shout out to that boy Q from 3600 Quentin TV, man. I just linked up with him this weekend. He gave me a real solid interview. So
that's dope.
Look out for that coming out
dope.
too. So we got a lot of things coming out. 3600 Quentin TV is gonna be, moving around and showcasing other artists in the city. So if you're interested in having an interview or interested in doing some media to help yourself with some type of promotion, go ahead and hit up Q with 3600 Quentin TV. You can hit him up on Instagram, and he'll get back at you, man, and give you the prices for the interviews and all that, man. So.
And I'm telling you, as an artist, you're gonna need all of that. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So, who do you think is gonna win this bracket?
Oh man, here we go.
Who do you think is gonna win this bracket?
Man, they're probably gonna end. It's probably gonna end up being okay. Because D Money Versace's out, so it's D Money. But hold on. But it's gonna be the left versus the right, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I can't really remember. It's gonna be the left versus right.
Yeah.
I want to remember
who's on the left and who's on the right.
I know my boy A Camp. What's up, baby? Hey man, I'm still gonna get that.
Hey, shout out to
Young Easy verse. Young Easy verse.
Shout out to everybody on the live right now, because we are actually live streaming this episode as we're recording. So if you were peeping out on the live, shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? What it do? This is we're doing this episode a little different. This one will still be edited, but we're live streaming it as well. So it's going down.
Corpus Christi Street Rapper Bracket, okay? Money
Dun, dun,
Casino
dun, dun.
versus Sachi Almighty, Muddy One. Life versus Cantu.
Life
I'm going Life. Murph Cam, Lil Ferris. I'm going Murph Cam. Vino Lamano, TNS Nephew. I'm going Vino because the catalog. Cairo Almighty, Stacks 2 Trill. Stacks. I've never heard of Back End Baby.
Never.
I never heard of Back End Baby. I just recently heard of Zone Casino, and I only heard one song. So man, I can't even really call that. neither one of those artists I haven't heard of. I have to listen to more. Drippy Drew and Drank Nitty.
Shout out to both of them motherfuckers. They both is on the show.
This is a street rapper bracket, so Drank Nitty, man, if you don't pull that out, big dog. And this is, hey, look, this should actually be the final, but this is So Gone So Flexy and LMFE. God, that those two are the hardest hitting youngsters in the city. If you don't know who So Gone So Flexy is, or
You gonna do a rock too.
They're gonna bless your ears.
Shout out to So Gone So Flexy, man. That's my guy.
I don't know, man. I can't call that one, but yeah, man. Those are my two favorite artists, bro. So I'm gonna say it like this. Look, so I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I bet it ends up being Muddy and Vino in the finals on the left side, and it's gonna be the winner from So Gone So Flexy and LMFE on the right side. That's what I'm gonna say. So
Okay, so your final four is Vino.
My final four basically is Vino is gonna go up against Money Casino in the finals on the left. And then the winner out of So Flexy and LMFE, I think that's who's gonna take the right bracket. That's who I think that's it. So they'll be in the finals too, up against the winner of Muddy and Vino. And I only say that because both Muddy and Vino have big fan bases, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Muddy's got Texas, big fan base in Texas, but don't get Vino twisted. That motherfucker got fans in fucking Ireland and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what a million streams don't lie. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a good one. And the LMFE, So Gone So Flexy. I think those are gonna be the two highlight
matches.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right there.
That's what's up.
Still not the finals though.
No, I'm saying the winner out of that.
He said
they're gonna win that whole
They still
shit.
gotta go. Oh, you saying?
Yeah, I think they'll beat. I think
yeah.
they'll beat everybody on that side. Whoever wins that.
Whoever
Only
wins.
because I just feel like those two dudes got that sound right now, bro.
I feel like Stacks is gonna make it on that.
And,
No disrespect
and if
to
Stacks
everybody
does,
out there.
man, I'm gonna love to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna love it. And I only say not to take anything away from Stacks, he's a talented artist.
Yeah.
I'm just saying LMFE and So Gone So Flexy. I just feel like they got that sound right now.
Yeah.
Like they just have it, bro. And that's just what I think. You know, shout out to them. They're, talented artists. But
Who I think will win?
Lil Bree.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know y'all.
Why is Lil Bree not on there?
That's a good question.
Why? My guy.
Why isn't Willie Nichols on the
Why-
motherfucking list on the tournament?
Promo right there.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
why isn't
Okay,
Willie
so we're
on
gonna
the
do it
list?
like this then. Good list. Shout out to my man Willie Nichols. Shout out to my man Lil Bree. Shout out to my man Merc Rock.
Word.
Shout out to my man Jay Fitty and Young Zone from Bloody Money.
Facts.
Those are all other artists who put in a whole lot of other work. Shout out to my man Magnus for the production.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Franchise Frank on the production.
Facts.
Those are two other producers that, you know, y'all may not hear if you don't keep your name to the street, but they got hella talent. You know what I mean? My man Frank probably says like 2 words when he's in the room type shit. My man Magnus too, but my man Frank, like he don't. But you go to the studio, you fuck with Franchise Frank. You're in his lab. He's got some good beats, some good production. He's got a lot of talented artists going over there. I think T Gator goes over there. Sachi Almighty goes over there. A lot of other new artists, you know what I mean? So shout out to Franchise Frank too. And there's a lot of good, good wave of talent in the city that's coming up. They just didn't get showcased.
Yeah, that's what's up. Who I think will win this fucking bracket? The city of Corpus Christi. That's who I think is gonna win.
Yeah, I think it's, you know what I mean?
That's who I think is
I
gonna.
think it's a whole good look, period.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's a fucking great look. What it say?
He said, Bree said, I was asked to be on there, and I didn't want to be on there. It's all love, though. I respect all the artists on there.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
good-
None but love, Lil
Good
Bree.
comment, bro.
That's it.
We don't ask no more.
That's a
Lil
good
Bree
ass
ain't
question.
on there, but my motherfucking vote, my guy Lil Bree would have been on there. You know what I mean? Along with
They should have came and hollered at me, Quinn TV, and no, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking with y'all.
I'm not.
I'm just fucking with y'all, man. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, what feels better to Loudmouth? Opening a check from music or opening a check from one of your businesses?
I'm gonna tell you again. It's opening a check from one of my businesses. Music's fun, and I do it. I would say they're both kind of equally happy, but I'm just better at business. And I'm gonna be honest with that. I do good in music, and I like doing music, and I'm addicted to it. I love it. I'm never gonna stop. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna stop. People are like, well, I can't believe you still rapping. I could afford to. You know what I mean? Being a rapper's expensive, dog. Don't get it twisted, dog. Don't let these rappers lie to you. Being a rapper's expensive. You know what I mean? Because people don't want to see average Joe. They don't. There's certain guys that have a niche where they can pull off the average Joe, like let's say like Lil Dicky, but he's still a niche. He has a niche. He raps really well for a white guy.
For real.
But let's say something else. But people don't really want that. So you have to keep up with, this image, and then you have to shoot the videos for the music now. It's like nowadays you have to have a video with the song. Every song has to have a fucking video.
Right.
That's just the way it is. Or if you're putting out EPs, every EP has to have a video, at least one. So now it's like all that, I put out, 10 SoundCloud songs. Unless those SoundCloud songs don't go like 1 million views each, you're not really doing much. You know what I mean? You have to put the videos out. You got to put the content out. And now it's like you got to do
keep it up
songs. You got to do videos, and then you got to create content. You got to create content now. Extra shit. So, but at the end of the day, I would say business, because there's a lot of work in being an artist, man. It's hard loving to do this rap shit. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. Like, the artists that make a whole lot of money, they do a whole lot of other shit. You know what I mean? It's not all off rap. They're gonna make you think that, but it's like, let's take for instance, like, how do you think an artist, like, let's say like Slim Thug, for instance, Slim Thug out of Houston, how do you think he could still drive around in these rapper cars? And I don't know if anybody follows him. I happen to follow him.
I got him on my Instagram.
So like, if you follow Slim Thug, he's still, you know what I mean? He's still in foreigns. He's still in Rolls Royces. He still has, beautiful house. He's still out there. You know what I mean? He still gets it. He still
and raps whenever.
Yeah.
He raps whenever.
He looks like he's doing good. You know what I mean? But that's all because of the business aspect that he took and set up outside of music.
Right.
And not only that, like, he gets to keep all his masters, all his original recordings and his publishing. And he has a construction business, and he has this home development, Boss Life Construction. They're doing this home development type shit. You know what I mean? And you get glimpses of that, but that's what he's making most of the money off of. So I know those checks, look good now as opposed to his rap checks, but he still makes rap money. But I would say that, when you create a business and you put sacrifice and you have to live those days on the 30th, not knowing if, fuck, dude, am I gonna have the rent for this in 2 days? And somehow you go hard those next 2 days and you have the rent and then some. If you don't go through that type of shit, you can never really appreciate the sacrifice. You know what I mean? But
Facts.
Nothing like being successful in a business. You know what I'm saying? And like we started our first business in 2017, and they say, your first 3 months up to your first year is the beginning of the time that a business will fail if it's gonna fail. We're going on our 4th year. We've been voted in
Best of the best.
Best of the best with the Ben magazine.
Oh, that's congratulations on that. You know what I'm saying?
Was that 2 days away?
Yeah, that's 2 days away. I get to find out if I get my first one for best radio personality.
And that's a good look. And the Ben magazine is a good magazine for shining the light on all these different aspects to our city. You know what I mean? In that sense, and it helped us out a lot in that sense. So like, that business that we started, and I put a lot into it. And me and my lady, when we first started that business, we saved every single dollar we had. Like, I'm talking about singles. When we had singles, $1 singles, we saved them hoes when she would come home and she would get all the money from her services. She would be like, look, baby, this is what I made today. So we would get, her little money, I would get my little money together, and we would take all the ones out of it. We would save them in the freezer, bro. We saved up like 14, 15.
In the freezer?
Yeah, we left them in the freezer. That's why I kept the money in the freezer. Big old Crown Royal.
Next to the ground beef and shit.
Yeah. So we would have like a Crown Royal bottle in the freezer and like 2 Crown Royal bags.
That's what's
Crown
up.
Royal bags would have ones in them hoes. But yeah, we saved every fucking bottle we could, bro. And then I still remember it, bro, like yesterday. And then so we took all that money and we did what we could with it, and we made the jelly spread. So I would say that yeah, definitely business, bro. Like there's just something about, like I said, taking the sacrifice and shit like that. But shout out to all my rap artists. Doing music is fire. I love doing this shit. Don't get it twisted, but
you gotta eat.
Nothing like that business.
Yeah, you gotta eat. You gotta eat some other way than just making rap music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It's nothing but love on this end, man. Like anytime you got something going on, bro, like you got something new going on, my doors is always motherfucking open. You know what I'm saying? So you can always stop by Big Bell the Kid. It's all love on this end. You know what I'm talking about?
Always. I've been rocking with my dog for a long time. So Bell's been around for a minute too, offering his services to the whole
you know
scene.
You know what I'm saying?
So y'all better wake up, smell the coffee, baby.
Yeah. The prize, I don't know what the prize is.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I don't actually think that there's a prize.
It might be some brag. You know what? I did hear me and Freak was listening to earlier. He said the host of this whole thing would send like a care package or something. Yeah, it ain't no record deal. It ain't no record deal though.
There might be
some media promotion you might get, but a record deal, nah, it ain't no record deal. But
we might put a cash prize into it. I don't know. I gotta talk to Q about it, and we'll see what we haven't. To answer your question, we haven't spoke on that entirely.
Okay. Well, shit. It's your boy Big Bell the Kid. I'm in this bitch with my guy Loudmoufa. You can catch him all over the streaming sites. You can catch him all over Instagram, all over YouTube. All over motherfucking Facebook.
But all I ask is please, you gotta put the A at the end. Everybody calls me Loudmouth, but when you type in my name as an artist, you gotta put Loudmoufa, Moufa. Have to, and I'm gonna come. Everything gonna come up. If you just put in Loudmouth, a bunch of silly little goofies gonna come up. A couple of turkeys. Nah, you want Loudmoufa, baby.
Word.
Here, we Gucci.
That's what I'm talking about. Check him out. Support. You know what I'm saying? What's the name? It's the Beauty Dungeon, right?
Yeah, the name of the business is the Beauty Dungeon, taking care of women and men too. But we specialize in women's facial aesthetics. Ladies, you got something going on your face that you don't like. You got some blemishes. You got some acne you want to take care of. You got something you need waxed.
Yeah.
From the rough, you need something smoothed out. You need something bleached out, lightened up. Go see my girls at the Beauty Dungeon. 361-334-0283. Call up. Megan's gonna answer the phone and schedule you an appointment today to take care of y'all. We got a lot of something special going on. So get your beauty on and go get revamped at the Beauty Dungeon. And shout out to R Noir is a new business I got coming along too.
That's
so
what's
shout
up.
out to that. And then also shout out to Group 44 Publishing, putting out the best high quality street music that we can get our hands on.
Before we end this, are we going, before the tournament ends, before the championship round, are we going to get another Clash by the Bay, either before or after that?
I think we agreed that the Clash by the Bay is gonna technically end. This is gonna be basically the end of season 1. And then we're gonna start a season 2.
Okay.
So this is kind of like the finale of season 1. And then we'll start a season 2 with some other types of event. I think we're gonna dabble in the producer end of it.
That's what's up. So be on the lookout for Clash by the Bay. Be on the lookout for all whatever Loudmoufa's got going on. My guy's a motherfucking. You gotta say the A. You gotta make sure.
Loudmoufa,
you gotta make sure you say the A, or you
and
type in the A, or
quick,
whatever the case.
Before I leave too, I do want to say free my man Gotti Green.
Facts. Shout out Gotti Green.
We
Free
got
him.
a project coming out called Trap Trophy, and we are gonna release some merchandise through that Trap Trophy project. that I really want y'all to check out and hopefully support. My man Gotti Green is gonna be away for a little while, but we're
Free
gonna try
Green.
to come together as a community, help support my guy. So be on the lookout for the new Trap Trophy tees and the new Loud Pack tees that we got coming out.
Yeah.
That are gonna directly support and help out my man Gotti Green. So free Gotti.
Yeah,
Green.
support Green, man. Free Green. That guy is a motherfucking that guy. That's my guy, man. Fucking miss that dude. Check out my guy Loudmouth. When you type it in, put the A at the end. Don't fucking forget that shit. It's your boy Bigg the Kid. You've been saved by Bigg the Kid. You can check me out every Saturday weekend wake up show from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on High Z95. And if you can't get by a radio, you can always download the app. Free in your Google Store, your Apple Play Store. And if you ain't got the app, you can always listen live at highz95.com. Don't follow your dreams. You got to chase the motherfuckers. AKB forever. I love y'all. Peace.
Loud. 361, stand up, yeah. Crooked City, we in here. Well, the block still looking real good. 361, we in the building. Crooked City, stand up.
Johnny, let me tell you something about me. Chef and cooking crow for those that doubt me. Had it in their head, they had it better off without me. Living with regrets, now they caught up in the counting. Mounted up like a soldier, ripping dry sheets of down and packing tight as it could be. Your face a tenant, they done found it. But you cool, calm, collect.